somebody wants to kidnap me, all they need to do is just buy me food.
No, don't say those kind of things on camera. Maybe someone will try that. Rolling, yes.
Yes.
So, Ray, tell me, when was the last time you were really bored? Honestly, Ray, let's today talk about something really serious, okay? When was the last time? Okay. Okay, now that's become my identity now. Yeah, I don't mind being called a TED talker.
Okay.
TEDx speaker.
Yeah, TEDx speaker. You'll be TED talker only for me.
Okay, I'll be TED talker for you.
Yeah.
Okay, but tell me, on a very serious note, Ray, when do you think you were really bored? The last time you were really bored? Let's forget the entire thing about our work and our lives. I think we've just become adults right now, okay? Like,
Yeah,
and our
but
lives
I
is
can't answer that question
Exactly,
without
because-
taking into consideration the fact that life is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so sad that we never get a chance to be bored because we're constantly making these decisions and constantly, like, you know.
I agree. I feel like boredom is just extinct, you know. Do you think anyone is bored these days?
Of course, I think so. You know who? The privilege of being bored belongs to those kids who live with us.
Yeah, exactly.
100 times.
I'm
Amma,
so bored.
I'm bored.
I'm bored.
Boring.
I'm
so
bored. Oh my
I'm
God,
like,
when are we going to
dude,
go home?
be
I'm
bored.
bored.
And, yeah, like for everything. And then yesterday, okay, 2 days ago, Rudra comes up to me and says, oh my God, I can't wait to be an adult so that I won't be so bored. I'm like, dude. Don't. And then we had this really private conversation.
How good he has it.
Exactly. So we had this really, he said that, Ma, tell me when you're free, I want to have this private conversation with you. And I was like, yeah, I'm free right now, we can't talk right now. And then we had this really deep conversation, and when it got deeper, a little deeper, it's like, now you're just trying to have a sus conversation with me. What is a sus conversation, bro?
Suspicious.
Like, nothing that I ever said was suspicious, but anyhow. But yeah, coming back to our topic, like I don't think we have it, like, you know.
I think boredom as a concept is extinct.
And I think when we had the time in our hands, even then, I don't think we had the privilege of being bored. And that's exactly what we're going to talk here today in Two Peas in a Pod.
Why we don't have the privilege of being bored?
Yeah.
It's because of?
Because of? Oh, because of the internet.
Yes.
Yeah. Because of the internet, and we have Instagram and everything at our fingertips.
We have digital saturation happening.
The luxury of being offline.
In a hyper online world. Which is a literal rebel against the system moment, because I feel like these days everybody is digitally saturated.
Yeah, of course, for sure. Because I remember one time when I made this conscious decision to like not pick up the phone every time I'm bored, and that's when the habit of carrying a book with me began. So I was at a dentist place, and it was one of those crowded days, and people were sitting all around, and I was the only person who was reading a book. That like dawned upon me, and that was much later. Not one fine day when I just woke up and decided to read a book, and I just like, it became a habit so much so that, so you can imagine the digital saturation happening among us.
It's a quiet threat that all of us are facing, whether we realize it or not.
Yeah,
Everyone's falling prey to living life online. You know, and it's something that we really need to address.
No, but tell me honestly, find solutions. We are in a very digital era, you know. Like, remember, like you were telling me, I mean, I think everything is on internet, right? Like, you are shopping on internet. So how do you actually like?
My work is in my pocket.
Exactly.
Work from anywhere as long as you're digitally connected. And for so many people, work is in their phones, and it's.
And I think COVID kind of aided in a bit to
whole,
it too, right?
Yeah, work situation, and these days work is so remote, and people live their lives. What happened?
Think about it. Maybe during COVID only this digital saturation started happening.
Maybe.
We never had anything to do, right? Like we all had, wow, That was a really nice, beautiful period actually for me.
I loved COVID.
I don't like people who say I'm going to cancel you if you say you thrived during COVID. I'm sorry,
We
that's
did
my
thrive
truth.
during COVID.
Yeah, like we all lived together
And
it
thrived
was
only in the sense that we were
happy with ourselves. Right?
happy to be home, happy to be cooped up, happy that we
Yeah.
didn't have to step out for
I was
anything.
baking bread,
Yeah, you were big.
and and you guys were breaking bread with me.
Yeah,
I was baking it.
yeah,
You were breaking it with me,
yeah, that is true.
right?
Yeah.
And we made
Is this a
everything.
Calvert moment?
No,
No.
just a moment, just like that,
Okay. Okay.
casually.
Cash.
Yeah. So yeah, but I think that kind of happened during COVID time. A
Yeah.
lot of us just sang on the internet, like danced on the internet, and like made a lot of money on the internet and stuff like that. That's just like
Yeah. But I really miss the life that we had. At least I had before everything became like from the time like my phone time would probably be like so scary to look at. I don't even know
I'm
why.
sure, Rave. I'm sure I am scared for looking.
I'm
at
not
your
looking at
screen
my
time.
phone. Like I think the most used app is obviously WhatsApp because I'm working on my phone
Yeah.
and coordinating on my phone and stuff like that. I don't use social media so much. But then I really miss life before, when we really wouldn't care about where our phones were,
Yeah, of
where we
course.
just used to take pictures and keep it for our joy,
Yeah.
and where we wouldn't really care about having our phones or not.
Remember, you were one of those people who needs to record every food that we eat, and you used to be so annoying about it.
I'm
now you're
romantic. I used to romanticize life differently then. I'll take pictures and I'll post it then. Now also I romanticize life, just that I take pictures but I'm not posting it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you used to.
Do you
annoy
really
so
miss
much.
that person though?
I don't know. I can eat my food in peace. Like it didn't be like photographed, right? Like it didn't be like documented. So I kind of enjoy this version of you, Rave. Kudos. I
that
like
is
work
true.
is taking up most of your time.
Yeah, like now
then,
I
yeah.
would jump at any and every opportunity to like get rid of my phone.
Yeah, all of us do. Like, I used to be this person who will put my phone on silent by 8 o'clock and leave it outside for charging. But now, as soon as I wake up, even before checking my pulse or anything, I'm always, why would I check my pulse as soon as I wake up? I'm waking up because I'm alive. It's post lunch. Swirly's happening. But yeah. Even before, like, I wake up, I'm opening WhatsApp and I'm sending out these messages to the doctors to see if they'll when we can schedule therapy sessions around, and I need to do that because my kids need me fully after that, and I do not really enjoy that person who's always on the phone. But like, did you ever think about it, Rave? Maybe it's like it comes with the age. We grow up and we do things and we are busy. It's got nothing to do with just Instagram or anything. We're on the phone because we are adults right now.
But our parents are
earning
more
a-
adults than us and they're not so much on their
Dad.
phones. Not like,
And mom did like a job where she could choose to retire.
that is true, but
And moms are the scariest
Girls
of them all
ever?
ever.
Moms are
Girls
the
ever
scariest
on
gals.
gals ever on Instagram. I mean, like on WhatsApp or anything. Because they're constantly forwarding these things and
Yeah.
I mean, not our mom.
not our mama.
No, she forwards it among her own. She'll never send it to us because she knows she'll get lectured for it. Because we have told her that if you
Yeah.
find something on the internet, let it just be there.
It's
Don't
not
remember
true.
Dad.
Yeah, dad. I like dad's good morning messages.
Oh my God, there's a friend
I
of
like
mine.
it.
Yeah, but then he sends these huge
Which
ones.
I don't read. And then he'll ask me, he'll be like, did you read it? And I'll say, no, I didn't. You will know the day has begun because you will get a.
Exactly.
You are right.
Yeah.
Because his good morning message will be as soon as he wakes up, which is like scary. Because I can never
but
be
do
that person.
ever. Like, I don't want
I
to wish
cannot.
anyone good morning.
No,
I'll
I cannot
wish-
look at my phone. I
Yeah.
look at my phone and I'll be like, okay, this is the time I switch off my alarm.
Yeah.
I'll see if there's something just in our family group. Otherwise, I do not look at my phone.
Yeah.
I need to like literally just wake up on my own time, at my own pace, water my little plant in my balcony, open my eyes to the sunlight and let nature wake me up and not notifications. And I can't like run down immediately as soon as I wake up. I need to like,
You literally came without brushing.
yeah, that I can.
Okay. Are you sleepy? Do you
No,
need
I'm
coffee?
not.
But
No, I'm
okay.
not.
But then like we are not talking about just that. We're talking about the phone addiction of staying on Instagram or on YouTube or on Facebook, the chronically online people.
Yeah.
You know, like how they cannot get off it, the doom scrollers.
Why do you think people do that though? I feel like people do that because they just maybe don't want to be bored, you know. The second they have nothing to do, it's like, okay, let me not put my mind to use. Let me consume something else.
Of course, it's like, I don't think it's like, so the other day when I was like, my hand like a reflex went to Instagram. Like,
Muscle memory.
Yeah. And I'm not the person who's on Instagram at all. Don't say, no, it's not that. It just so happened one of those days where I was just like, trying to be on Instagram or whatever. I mean, like trying to go open Instagram as soon as I woke up, not anything where I live on Instagram or anything. But then like, I feel that causes like a burnout. And among teenagers and young people, I feel there's this whole thing of comparison also that happens. And online bullying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And not just that, even with growth or anything like that, nothing you see on Instagram or anywhere is real anymore.
Yeah.
There is, oh my God, did you know the other day what happened was, so in our house, when they iron clothes, they put newspaper and iron it, no? So I was taking it out and I saw,
Anthony.
Yeah, I am reading from Ayanturi and it's like pretty amazing. There's an AI influencer who mints more money on Instagram. Like an AI influencer. There are 2 AI influencers. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Even I didn't. I was like, no way that just happened.
That is news to me, but I'm not surprised at all, at the rate at which we all are going. This is crazy, but I'm not surprised at all. You know why? Because these days you cannot tell what's real and what's not with the advent of AI and how efficient it's gotten.
Yeah, I have this friend who's constantly educating me on AI and how there's this boy who talks and suddenly he turns into Trump and suddenly he turns into Priyanka Chopra and suddenly I'm like, what is this? My mind is blown at this point.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, and I think all this constantly, chronically being on Instagram or YouTube or anything.
I'm sure the pressure to perform on, pressure to create content for the social media is a lot for content creators.
Yeah, like we should know that too. Like, we're not content creators, but like we put our stuff out on podcasts.
Put our stuff, our content out there.
It's like, even when it's not just we just come here and talk about random stuff. We come here and we do the prep for it and we brainstorm for it. So there is a pressure to be your authentic self too, but like at the same time you can't just come and faff in front of camera. I feel like that's just disrespect to our audience and our listeners. So my latest obsession has been these animals that talk. I think I've sent you, but I don't know why you've never seen my memes.
I don't have the time.
Okay, really important person. She doesn't have the time. These llamas and these chickens that are like, have this word. Hey, Natalie, is that you? It's so funny. But they do put out like amazing quality content. What is your obsession though? Like, do you ever doom scroll?
No, I don't obsess. I mean, now
what's like your thing?
I think after I get into bed, I'll just open up these brands and I'll see if I need to buy something, even if I don't have the need for it.
Like every day?
I'll create a need, I'll just add things to my cart.
Yeah, see, that's a shopper.
And then I'll be like, oh, okay, this is a really cute skirt. Oh, this new moisturizer is nice. Maybe our skin needs this. Oh, this lipstick shade is so nice. That's what I do.
You shop on Instagram?
Yeah, I shop on Instagram. I'm an Instagram shopper.
No way! How did I not know this?
So wait, this lip color, I bought it on Instagram.
No way!
So way.
Yeah. Babe, you creep, get out of here!
No, after we finish the episode. But like... And then you know what? I'm always falling back. So the other day, you know what I realized? In any room, be it at work, be it at, when I'm catching up with my friends, in any room, when it's like a bunch of more than 5 people, and all of them know a particular topic and they're discussing the topic, there is one idiot who doesn't know what they all are talking about. And that idiot is me.
I'm sure.
I don't know half the things that the others are all keeping up with. And I feel like the reason I don't know that is because I'm not spending enough time on the internet like the others are.
But you just said you'll spend the internet
this is in the night. Yeah, shopping, right? What's shopping telling me to like spend more money?
Yeah.
But like, the other day they were talking about something, I don't remember what exactly. And when I was hanging out with my friends, And I felt so lost because I didn't know that. And then I just had to pretend to know that and be smart and
Know
smile.
what?
Like some information,
Okay.
it's not coming to me now. But 2 days ago, I was at work, right? And I learned from my team about this monkey called Punch. Do you know Punch?
I don't know the entire story, but I know that the monkey imprinted with a soft toy.
It's a 6-month-old monkey in Japan. Okay, he lives in this monkey community.
Okay.
But all the other monkeys are mean to him, right? They all are like fighting with him and like they're aggressive and they're violent with this little monkey Punch, and Punch is so cute. It's so cute. So they gave Punch this little monkey stuffed toy, and this monkey stuffed toy is Punch's best friend.
I don't know why.
So Punch is all, I almost cried at work when I heard this story. So Punch is forever hugging this stuffed toy and like dragging him everywhere. And in fact, so I got to know about it because Dinesh had changed his DP to Punch, like a monkey and a stuffed toy. And I'm thinking, what trip is Dinesh on? Why is he like keeping some monkey and a toy, you know? And then the next day they're like, oh, no, because of Punch and stuff. And now the whole world loves Punch and everyone's like, Punch, we love you. Punch, we're standing with you.
Yes,
like,
the monkey
Punch
will
is cheering
definitely read those comments.
Punch is seeing your posters.
Punch is going to feel so
Punch,
much better.
we are with you. Okay,
See,
that's what people are
This
doing.
is exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
so
like,
maybe
you know,
if you're not enough on the internet, you get like, you fall back, you'll get FOMO. I don't get FOMO, but I'm definitely falling back.
yeah.
Do you think that is why like we're also, apart from the ones who use it for like keeping up with life or work or stuff, there are people who can do far better things with the time on their hands, but then we still choose internet because it's easy to like spend time looking at others
because it's a
do
world
something.
at your fingertips. You
Yeah.
get to know everything, like, you know, you see everything, and like for that time that you spend on the internet, it's like, I know some people who just doom scroll on internet, like on the reels, just go, and like 30 minutes later they have a new personality.
No, but I have to accept, I have also had a night or two of those where I'll be like, what's happening? Yeah. So
it generally gives me anxiety. I don't like looking at other people's lives so much.
no,
like, you know,
lives, right? Reels.
I know reels only, like, you know, like 10 reels and I'll feel overstimulated by
sure.
it. Like, you know.
For sure, same.
Yeah. But there was a time when I used to enjoy it, where I just come back and lie down in bed and I'd be like, but for me it is very Pinterest because I'm constantly looking at photographs and stuff too. Remember there was a phase when I used to do sketches and it used to be Pinterest a lot. But then it is a real thing, like, you know.
Yeah.
All that scrolling
It is a real thing.
and comparing, and sometimes cruelty is out there on the internet, like on Instagram or whatever, when young kids have access to the whole thing called social media. So that's the thing, right? We're all so careful about parenting.
Yeah.
Back in the days, like, you know, our friend's mom could parent us, but today we can't even say anything to the other child. Obviously nobody's trying to be mean to any child, but just generally I'm saying we cannot, like. But today we let them, we're so careful about how we raise our kids and protecting them and through everything, but then we let them be on internet and they don't even know what they are dealing with.
Yeah, that is true.
It's an ocean of stuff that they are just dealing with, and they are just in it. And even before they could fully develop an emotional quotient or anything like that, they are out there fending for themselves with bullying or anything like that.
That's why these apps all have like a minimum age, but of course they lie about the age.
Yeah, exactly. But then imagine if I feel overstimulated looking at more than 10 reels at one go. Imagine what a youngster's mind would feel like. It's insane.
For sure, there are now YouTube shorts too, which is like
Oh
not
my
saving
God,
the case.
it's not. It's definitely
It's not saving anybody's case. Definitely not the parents or the elders at home.
I feel like a really good book recommendation that I'd want to say here is, I definitely want our listeners, or this is something I've said to every other parent that I've met or, like, you know, made friends with. There's this book called The Anxious Generation by Jonathan Haidt. It's a phenomenal book.
Yeah,
explaining,
you told me so.
like explaining the entire online culture and how you should take on with it and what it can do to you. So I think, if you guys are book readers and really want to get it, because I've recommended it to 4 or 5 parents when I was, and they all read that book and came back and they were like, wow, this is an amazing book, because that book opened my eye regarding online behavior and all of that. So we've spoken so much about being online. I feel being offline is also a privilege.
It is a privilege, and I feel like this digital saturation, it's so funny. Back in the day, I think we all were running towards being online, and being online was cool. Even after school, we come get online.
Yeah.
But now we all are retreating from
Yeah.
it. We're having a digital retreat, and I think it's because of the digital saturation. We've had so
Yeah.
much of it that we're now sick of it, and we want to get away from it. We want to live life analog. You know, have you heard of this term analog? There's
No.
this. So there is something called living analog, which is living off the grid, doing
Someone
things.
who never uses the internet, you know so many things about the internet. You know, someone who never uses Instagram, you know so much about Instagram and stuff. What is
No, this
living
living
analog?
analog is literally living off the grid.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
what do you
Yeah.
mean by living off the grid?
Like not living on the internet always, not using your phone to take pictures, using your DSLR camera, or you
And
know,
posting it where?
reading a book, not reading your Kindle, and not posting. Yeah, exactly, not posting. That is living analog.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah, like experiencing life and not
so something
showing
that our
someone
parents
else.
did before, we are
Exactly.
coining a term and putting it out there and
Not
saying
just
living
coining a
analog.
term, right? They've made it so legal. Like Cosmopolitan had this article about this analog bag. Okay, and you know what you use the analog bag for?
What?
To put in things which are not digital. To put in a book, to put in your glasses, not your phone, not your Kindle, not your iPad, none of that. Not your earpods. But it's the analog bag where real things go. Not things that transport you to a different place or time in any way.
I am sure someone took a picture of it in their analog bag and posted it on their Instagram.
100% I'm sure they would have.
There is someone who's done that.
100%
There
that's
is.
the
That's the whole
that's the
hook
whole
of this living
paradox.
analog is.
Yeah, that's the whole
I'm
paradox
sure.
of life, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
Telegraph also like posted up, like they had this article about the analog man and what this man who wants to live analog would do, right?
Like-
Activities that he'd do.
Like pick a hobby,
Yeah, like pick a hobby,
read a book,
read a book,
touch
like
grass,
touch grass,
babe.
babe. I'm judging you.
Touch grass, babe is a very, very common term. It literally means touch grass, babe. Go and touch some grass. Get some vitamin D. That's what it means. What do you mean? I should have judged you for this whole analog thing. Oh, I'm too busy for the internet. Oh, I'm too busy
I
to do
like to
anything.
do
I'm
my
always on
R&D when we
phone.
have a topic, Anusha. So that's how I stumbled upon this.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
I thought you were just like, you know,
No,
worldly
it was on
and
the
like,
humanist.
you know. Okay.
I'm not so worldly, you know.
அவ்வளோலாம் deep இல்ல.
அவ்வளோலாம்
Feel பண்ணிக்க
இல்ல,
வேணாம்.
அவ்வளோலாம்
But yeah, but then it's like I feel with this whole living life in online is creating there's no attention span, I feel. And somebody, especially a bunch of people, a generation of people that I know, cannot hold a conversation anymore
Yeah, for
because
sure.
they feel it's like exiting a chat group
Yeah.
or like leaving a comment and then like not taking accountability for it. Maybe that's why analog makes sense.
Yeah, analog
Babe.
has become a little trend
One minute,
right
why
now.
did you judge me for touch grass, babe? And you said it in unison with me.
Yeah, because I've heard you say it. No, when we're talking about this, you educated me about it, and I was like, what is this? I'm not gonna lie, the phrase is definitely catchy, and it makes me feel like I want to keep saying it, touch grass, babe, touch grass, babe. But then when you say touch grass, babe, it just sounds like, what is that?
I mean, it's
Right.
like it's nothing
It is
to
go
do.
touch grass. I know
Yeah.
that.
What was your most online moment?
I know you'll be like, okay, what the hell is wrong with you?
I will not think that because strangely you're such a weirdo who gets invested in these celebrity
haven't got invested in
matching up.
anybody
Like,
else,
no,
eh?
please. The last time Ranveer and Deepika got married and
That
then they
was
got
Ranveer
pregnant.
and Deepika.
You felt like I don't think you were this excited even when I got married.
I was.
Like, you were like, oh my god, Deepika and Ranveer are getting, oh my god.
Yeah.
And oh my
Because
god,
it's Ranveer.
Deepika is pregnant.
The most beautiful
Oh my God.
man and the most beautiful woman have come together and they got married. And like, just imagine the both of them, they look so good. And I'm like, wow, they're getting married.
Why
And
were you invested? Okay, are you
I
like
like the both of them.
Vijay Devarkonda and Rashmika?
Yeah, so Vijay Devarkonda and Rashmika. So I knew that something was up, like they've been together or whatever. But they never really admitted their relationship publicly. See, I'm giving you all the tea.
I
This
know,
was
I'm
my
not able to
viral-
hide the judgment in my face. The fact that you know so much about their relationship.
This is my viral online moment. Okay.
All right. I think you
Yeah,
the same
your
thing
viral
that-
online
same-
moment is supposed to make you like, barf a little in your mouth. I am barfing in my mouth. But I got so disgusted with myself on the internet and I told myself never again until you get married. Never again get invested in someone
I
else's
think it's
wedding.
only until somebody else, another one person that you really like gets married, this charade will be up. And then you'll just go ahead and do what
I'm
you...
thinking if there's someone else. But no. Okay, what's your viral online moment?
Like I told you, I'm obsessing about these animals having voiceovers.
Yeah.
And then there was this one chicken that says, Linda, don't be crazy. I tell myself, Linda, every day I wake up, Linda, don't be crazy. But then I am not Linda. So choo choo. I got on that crazy train. It's a chicken. It's, oh my God, it's like the cutest thing ever. And these llama farm that comes running towards the llama farm owner. And the llama say, hey Natalie, is that you? Hey girl, you look so good. And it's like the funniest thing ever. Like
so
I saw
sweet.
so many of them. My algorithm is
crazy.
messed up right now.
I bet you are messed up.
Like, it's the cutest
But
thing
definitely
ever.
your online moment is better than mine. Yours is cute, okay? I
Right, like
genuinely
no,
am
but
like,
then
oh, that's so
again,
cute.
Rave, like your algorithm and mine are entirely different. I do not have anything pan-Indian or anything
That's
happening
not
on
like,
my algorithm.
even I don't have pan-Indian. It depends on what you look at. You are an Indian, so are you like shaming other Indians if they come in your
It's not
algorithm?
like that. I don't want to know what anybody here is doing. I just don't want to know. The things I look at is art, animal stalking, museum, then there's
Yeah.
athlete
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And I used to be, I think,
I
okay.
like to look at trash sometimes.
Yeah.
I
What?
like
Did you
to
just
look
say
at them.
athletes are like
No.
cancelled?
I didn't say
Cancelled for saying that. Did you
for
just
saying
say
what? For athletes.
No, she just said I like to look at trash sometimes.
Yeah, mindless stuff on internet I like
okay,
to look
like
at.
that, like
yeah.
that, like that. Yeah, yeah.
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 Sometimes I
Second, I
do.
was like, where did she get the audacity to
What
be so
audacity?
open? But okay.
No. But it's so sad, you know. I remember there was a time before reels could come. It was just photos, and Instagram was for art. And people used to, even me for that matter, you know, I used to take pictures, even a flower. I used to find a dead bug beautiful, and I used to like not. That was just like chumma. But then
You'll
after
never
taking-
let me pray in peace because we'll have these beautiful flowers from our
Yeah.
garden and you'll take picture of them, you'll romanticize it, you'll write a little poem about
Exactly.
it. But
Back
yeah.
then, these platforms
That's
were
what
for
I'm telling
creating
you.
art, but now it's just become for creating content. But then, don't let that fool you. We are making content, and you have to watch it. Don't let this topic fool you.
No, but then
Okay.
Rave, I'll tell you what.
You have to live online, little bit for us. Okay.
But yeah, so I think now I lost my train of thought. You just interrupted me. I had a gem.
Me taking pictures of
No,
the most
it's not.
ordinary
Everything is not
moments.
about today. But I had a gem to share. But then now I've forgotten it. Like I don't remember what it is. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think my most online moment is like when I wake up and I have like a really intense training session, like a running session. I'll obsessively watch these athletes run like just before I hit the bed, and as soon as I wake up. But I don't think I regret doing it. It's amazing to see them all run, and then I'll go and crush it in the gym and come. So I think that's something. But
Yeah.
for me, animals right now, they're really cute. You should. I'm going to send you Linda.
Yeah. I have seen Linda, I think.
Choo
You have.
choo.
Yeah, I have seen Linda for sure.
But then I'm not
Yeah.
Linda. Choo choo.
Yeah, I have
So-
definitely seen Linda.
Yeah. So
Linda
that's
seems
that.
familiar. I think I
But
lived
there
with a
are like
Linda.
different kinds of people who are online, right? There's the doom scroller. We know so many people like that. Like I have a really close friend. He will just sit and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. He's a little real scooty he is. He'll just scroll his life away.
Like the
so
Reels
much
marathon.
Yeah, so much so he had to delete Instagram on his phone.
No way.
Yeah, way. Okay, you ask him next time.
Okay.
Like,
I'll ask.
yeah, way. Like, but then that he's unstoppable. He's unstoppable. So his work
Okay,
is on
but
the
who is it? I don't know.
like he's on the laptop all the time, and then like you know.
What? Who's the
No,
person?
he deleted
Oh,
it on
okay.
He
I thought
deleted
you were describing
Instagram.
the person. Like it's
No,
on
he
the-
deleted. Oh man. Okay, that's it. I have a friend who's a doom scroller. That's ended. And then there is like, what do you know? What do you know about the people who spend on internet?
The one time that I'm interrupting you. One time. Anyway, okay, so internet people, doom scrollers there, and then we have like I know somebody who will find out who you were 7 births before if they have the internet. The FBI agent. Do you know that? Does that ring a bell?
Must be a really amazing person.
Yeah, because they'll find out what you were doing like 7 lives ago. If you are a cat, if this is your 8th life, that's you.
But tell me,
Give
haven't you played it to
Anusha.
your advantage or no?
100%. Everybody has benefited from it.
I think
Give
every
Anusha.
gang has that FBI agent. And
Somebody will say, hey, you know what, I don't even know who this person is. You can't find anything about that person. How will I even know anything about them? And then the next day, Anusha will come back with their bank statement, their ex's name, ex's father's name, current job, previous job, salary, what t-shirt they wore yesterday, what they had for breakfast this morning, everything.
resourceful person.
Yeah.
I'm a very resourceful person.
So, yeah.
And I'm the least connected social person. Did that ever occur to you? Like it takes skills to find out things what you did 7 lives ago.
Yeah, no, only you can. It is a true talent, in fact, it is a true talent. But then
But
again,
I feel so bad. It's been a while since I put my...
because nobody is giving you such challenges.
Yeah.
So if anybody in this room wants to know anything about anyone at all,
Not like in a creepy way, like a spy way and all. Like,
No,
hey,
like- yeah,
if
yeah.
there are single boys and girls in our room, in our team, and you like
Gen
someone
Z?
crush Gen Z, if you're crushing on someone, let me know.
Yeah.
Or if like you forgot his name, didn't you?
I know his name.
What?
Kishore.
No,
Right? Yeah.
Right. So yeah, so you want to
Z-
find out about somebody.
Gen Z is taking you up on that deal. She has someone in mind.
100%. And you
Yeah.
see them somewhere, and then I might like,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know, can't promise because I've been out of job for a long time. But yeah.
Konja rusty, but
Stop
Kottu
it.
parunga.
But then, adult rave is so weird. I became an adult rave. This was back in 2016. Do you remember the vacation we were in
Yeah.
Paris? You, me, and all my friends. Exactly. That's when
There's
my,
no way I can forget.
right? Like that's exactly when my skills were put to full use, and it was in an entirely different country.
Gucci is so thankful to you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
What a girlfriend's fraud. But every
Yeah.
gang has an FBI agent, like you know.
And then who else is there? The productivity angel. Like people who say, my morning routine, I woke up at 3 o'clock and then at 3:05
that's what it
I
means?
made my bed. And then at 3:30 I meditated, and then at 3:35 I put on my face mask. At 3:40.
No. This thing was
What is that? ASMR?
ASMR, like you know, like that.
And get
Yeah.
ready with me. How to look
Yeah.
effortlessly chic.
He-
This is the new dressing. What is that? Hack, right? Wearing clothes that you already have. Of
I don't
course.
understand. What do you
Somebody
mean?
made this reel. Just today I saw this this foreigner. She was like new wardrobe hack. You look best in the clothes that you already own. Yes. How else am I going to get dressed? How else am I going to get dressed? I can get dressed only with the clothes I already own.
Yeah.
But
fair
like
enough.
people are making everything. They're making content out of everything they do.
But I also feel like,
even
it does like
meditating, drinking water,
for
hydrate,
sure.
babe.
And then there's definitely like there are these people who get an entirely new personality after the 400th reel. They change their life. They like cut off sugar and like all those kind of things. But I do have these friends, like 2 amazing friends. One of them is still like he's fallen off the bandwagon. The other one,
Offline
and, like,
flexers?
not offline flexers, like the ones who's made meme, like that mom meet the girl I send memes to. Like that's a solid friendship, like
Yeah.
that. But all said done, I mean, I feel the whole point of it is, it does like rob a lot of things. I think rob attention span. I think
For
rob
sure.
being present,
Time.
like time, and it really like kind of robs your creativity, because there is nothing that original that comes. Like I'd be really glad when there is like something original that comes, but we're always trying to recreate somebody else's content, and like I'm very appreciative for it. It is entertainment. When you just want to take a break for like 5 or 10 minutes, it's fun. No doubts about it, but it does have its own added value. That it is information access
Yeah.
easily on your fingertips.
Yeah.
Be it anything, like you have like access to everything and anything, but how far is it credible is what we need to look into.
Yeah.
Right? Not everybody on the internet can give you an advice about how you can run a 5K in 30 minutes because that builds up. We just see them running, but they are hustling all the. There is the whole culture of getting carried away by the internet, which we all need to overlook, I feel.
100%. I feel like it's all about the balance. See, back then we were so in love with internet. Now we kind of like detest it and we're getting disgusted with it. So why can't we just find the balance? Why can't we be like, okay, you know what? I do like the internet for whatever reason it serves, up to like a certain extent. And then I'm still going to find time to live my life so that I don't need to touch grass to deal with, you know,
grass.
The internet, right? Because
You
I
need
feel
to touch
like,
grass to not deal with the internet.
yeah, but it should be because you
making
want
fun
to
of me
touch
so-
grass. No,
exactly.
no. Like you should live intentionally, even if you're on the internet. Like, what are you on the internet?
Yeah,
for?
like I think the smallest of routines that can help our listeners who suffer from like doom scrolling or anything, because no matter what you put a time, what is it called? A time? Whatever, lock or
time
something.
limit.
Time limit on it. Most of the people are overriding it.
Screen time
See,
limit.
I don't know, whatever it is. Like, you know, I had a friend who puts a time limit on her Instagram, and then she anyway overrides it and sees it, right? Like, and she was so proud of it. Divu.
Yeah, she's like
some
there is this
Kodandi behavior.
notification. Notification is coming.
She's a Sama
She's like cancelling it and then like still scrolling.
Yeah, she taught me the word Sama
I
Kodangi.
said, Akka, apra edukku and the like, why do you have the
Yeah, late
this
in
one?"
the
She's
night like a Sama
"No,
Kodangi.
no, so
sit
that
and
I know
watch.
that I'm going overboard.
Great, Div. Good job, right? But then, like she does that. But then I think a conscious way to help people, or like how we helped ourselves, is first end the chore at 10 minutes. Let's not touch our phones, right? Like let's like get ahead of our day. Like for me, it's half hour. I do open WhatsApp and I do like send messages out to all the doctors, but I never open the internet, or I never open Instagram, or I never even open YouTube or anything to see how well if one of our episode is doing. And before going to bed, there is a time limit after which I do not use my phone, but sometimes it's very hard, but definitely morning is a non-negotiable. That's one way. What do you think can be like, do you have something to contribute to people who
I
can
think
like
whenever you're bored, like really find something in the real world. You know, to
Carry
be
a
amused by, carry a book, have a conversation. We know what this, like I know Vijay Deverakonda and Rashmika are getting married, but do I know my neighbor's name? Like I know what the influencer that I'm following from Germany had for dinner, but
what
I
did
don't
she
know,
have for
like-
dinner? Was it good look? Was it looking good?
not very appetizing. It's Germany. So like
Okay then. Okay. All right.
no, but the point that I'm trying to make here is that we know we are so connected, right? With so many people because of the internet, through the internet, but do we really have intimacy with them?
Yeah.
Do we feel that connection with them?
Yeah,
Do we feel
so-
the connection with people in our real life?
That's why we're having this segment on how to help people.
Sad truth. Yeah, that's such a sad truth. So how we're going to like break that is like, yeah, do things in real life. Have
First half hour,
conversations.
first half hour as soon as you wake up. Let's do it like a rapid fire. Okay?
Yeah, I do have like a rapid fire thing though.
First half hour, no phone. First half hour after you wake up.
Yeah.
That includes your personal time, your brushing time,
Yeah.
your whatever.
Last half hour, no phone. Okay.
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 Today I'm gonna try it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get into bed and
Last half hour, no phone, no screens.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, I actually used to read a book, but now like after the kids sleep is the only time I can read my articles and stuff like
Yeah.
that and keep up with like the world. I used to be this person who reads newspaper, but now I mean, let's not even get there. It's too exhausting. But okay, what else? Carry a book.
Carry a book, talk to people, be
Yeah.
bored, like daydream. I love daydreaming. I miss daydreaming.
Visualization, it's called.
Yeah, but like
Do it. Yeah.
yeah, just like just looking at the clouds pass by, looking at the sky and wondering where the birds are flying. Just like
Are the
looking
birds
outside
flying?
the window. Birds do fly.
I know, but then
But
like,
like just being bored, be bored because I feel like a lot of creativity is created out of boredom.
100%, yeah,
Right?
it is. It is. It definitely is. I think
Yeah.
these are things that we can actually adapt and follow, and like not like to lose ourselves into this world of Instagram or YouTube or whatever your vices are, online vices are. We have dealt with it too. We did have a phase, but we wish we were bored right now. But then like. It does happen to us where we do the doom scrolling, but there is times when I just want to lie down on the couch and say, oh my god, I'm going to spend half hour on Instagram.
I need that half an hour.
I need that half an hour, and I absolutely feel like crap after that half an hour because I know after half hour I'm just chucking my phone there because it happened to me recently because I'm not one of those people. But for me, it's like I do not have notifications for any of the people I follow. I always, if I want to know what my friend is doing, I open her profile and suddenly they'll get this sudden stalking thing. Anusha Dayanadi has liked Anusha Dayanadi. But I never had like Instagram for a really long time, like till like 2023, I think. Only after then I kind of like had Instagram. Dave, you can sell whatever story you want, like that's the truth. I opened an account in only 2023. So
That is true. You opened an account in 2023.
yeah, and I'm not one of those people who got sucked into Ludo crazy also during
Of
COVID.
course, I got sucked into ludicrousy. You know how fun it was during COVID.
Yeah, so
It's like,
I'm not
you don't
really
know-
the
you
best
don't know that
person to say how
because
to
that
say.
noise of the
What is
dice
that?
rolling in Ludo, no, it's like crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm not one of those people who stay on the internet. So I'm not probably the best person to advise. But there are hacks like you stay off it as soon as you wake up. You try not to give in. You try not to believe everything on the internet. Like on Instagram.
Don't
because
believe
it's really
everything you
not.
see and you hear.
Yeah, because it's really not that way it is. So yeah, on to your rapid fire round, Rave. You're annoying me. What is it?
Okay, so we're gonna do like rituals, okay? Offline rituals or online rituals. What now? Okay. Offline or online? You gotta pick one.
Offline, 100% offline.
Photos of food?
Yeah, okay. Actually, I'm one of those people who, when I'm on diet, like to look at photos of food or like watch a MasterChef episode because it's like my way of vicariously
Living.
living. Yeah,
So
because
it's like online crime.
no, I like it.
You
I
like,
like it. I don't
Okay.
want to scrutinize it. So people post pictures of your food. I want to see them. Like I really want to see them and salivate.
Voice notes over texting.
100% offline. I am a voice note person. I'm always sending voice notes. I send voice notes to our team. I annoy them like that.
Yeah.
Like I felt attacked by one of those content creators who said, girls be sending voice notes, like, and he'll start hearing it in the morning and he'll be
7
here.
minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm one of them.
Watching sunsets through phones.
Crime. Jail time. Jail time. Exactly. Let me ask you, taking pictures and not posting them.
Of course, I do it all the time. I'm always taking pictures, yeah, but I don't have Instagram. I have Latergram because
See, that was going to be my second question. Taking pictures and posting them later.
Yeah.
I tried
Always,
to trick
yeah.
you, but then like But yeah.
Taking pictures and posting later is literally being rich in every way because, why do we need to have the pressure to like tell people what we're doing exactly now?
Yeah.
Why? You don't have to. You got to live for yourself.
Yeah. So today, in today's takeaway for our listeners and our audience, for anybody who's seeing this for the past how many ever minutes, I think we resonated with you more than anything, but also the fact that internet or staying online also has its advantage, but use it within your limit, where you don't overwhelm yourself, where you don't overstimulate yourself. Just like how when our stylist told us that she's going to pick up clothes from Studio
149.
One.
We have these women styled beautifully today.
Okay.
So, as we wrap up this episode, I can't, I have to tell our audience about these beautiful fits we're wearing today. Our clothes have been sourced by Pavitra, our trust styling,
And
from Studio 149.
Yeah.
They have a
And-
new pret collection.
Yeah.
And our beautiful jewelry is from the Shop.
Yeah.
And I really think I might keep this bracelet and not give it back.
I have one like that, I
It's
think.
so
I don't know.
pretty.
Someone gifted it to me. It's really pretty.
It's so
But then,
pretty.
that's the thing. So when Pavitra came and told us that Studio 149 is going to do our clothes, or any store is going to do our clothes, I immediately open Instagram and check out what they do. Like
So-
that's its way. That internet has its own way
Yeah.
of. Having its own advantage. You
Yeah.
take it in your own stride.
Yeah.
Like I said, there is like in our previous episode, we did talk about digital awareness, where there are so many people who are like, you know, using the internet to educate women on birthing or on hormones or on things that which were considered taboo before. But then you have like so many influencers teaching them about personal hygiene and sexual hygiene and all of those things. It's spoken out so loudly on Instagram and on the internet.
I'm definitely learning a lot on the internet.
Yeah,
I'm
and there
just
are
saying-
people who educate you on how to spend your money.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we should get one of them to come on our podcast, because I have no education on money and I would really love to
I
have
need it
somebody who would come and tell me where to invest my money and stuff like that.
Sorry, you know what? I totally missed talking about this one particular person under this segment.
Oh,
The offline flexer, I brought that up, but we didn't really speak about it. The offline flexer who says, I'm going to take a digital detox.
oh my God, remember we actually had a friend who will be like, oh
I'm gonna
guys,
take
you
a
know
break
what, I'm
from
going
the
to deactivate my account, and that night, bam, he'll be back on Instagram.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm taking a break from Instagram.
That's the most online
Why are
thing
you
someone...
announcing it?
That's the most online thing someone has ever said. Like, you know, if you're announcing it, you're never going to do it.
That is true.
Like I said, like, you know, being hyper online, someone who has listened to this episode should definitely pick up the book. Apart from all the faffing and the jolly chatting and like how we've laughed, and like it's always like a conversation. People who have been our regulars, our subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, I've always told it's
Subscribe to
always
our
like
channel, follow us on Instagram, because
yeah.
otherwise you're going to be missing out on all these life-changing reels.
Yeah, okay, yes. And as like, you know, all of them have always told it feels like chilling with two friends. But apart from that, if you really want to like, you know, educate yourself a little bit about how I got my kids off screen time, or how I cut down screen time, and even I never used to have screen time before, like, but even then to like consciously make that cutting down for the kids also happen because of this book called Anxious Generation. I think someone should definitely, if this episode resonated with you, you should definitely like pick it up, give it a read. You will not regret it. And
tell us how you liked it before we come back for the next episode.
yeah, please write to us. We
Write
would
to
like
us.
some engagement apart from us asking you guys questions. So
Yeah.
it's
You
been,
can just talk to us by yourself on a random day
yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
and tell us your thoughts and ideas.
Yeah, so if you are here, thank you for being here with us for the first time. If you are here because you keep up with us, we're so grateful for this love. We are
Yeah.
so deeply appreciative of the support and your feedback and all of it. I hope this episode
Resonated
Yeah,
with all of you all,
of
and I hope
course.
that you remember that you know, being offline is not about disappearing. It's more of a returning to yourself, returning to your life, and returning to what really matters. And more than anything, I think the real magic is when you balance both beautifully.
Yeah.
So let's
That's
try
where
and
the
do
magic
that.
is, because
Yeah.
nobody wants to leave.
Yeah.
Nobody has to completely ignore it.
Yeah.
And nobody has to be fully present in it. The beauty
Yeah.
is in the gray.
Yeah, beauty is in the gray.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Sana, what did you tell? No, 1 hour.
Okay. Okay. Say if this episode resonated.
If this episode really resonated with you, like we're really glad it did. And if you
Yeah.
feel like if you have somebody who needs to listen to it and someone will benefit from it, please share it.
Share this episode.
Subscribe to our channel.
Follow us on Instagram, and
Yeah.
remember that, you know, being offline is not really about disappearing. It's more like it's a sort of returning to yourself, returning to your life, and returning to
the
what
present.
truly matters, to
Yeah.
the present, and to
100%.
what truly matters. And it's never about being completely offline or completely online. I think the magic is in the balance, right? So
Yeah.
find your balance, because that's really all that
Yeah,
matters.
yeah, because being online also has its own perks, like we just said before.
Yeah.
Not only living
Yeah.
there, because we don't do BRB anymore because we're living there.
Yeah.
Let's not live there.
Yeah.
All right. And this was Two Peas in a Pod.
Thank you
with
so much for tuning
staying
in.
offline in a hyper online
Online
world.
world.
Thank
Ta-da!
you.